Okay, we got a whole lot of problems on this. I hope you're ready for this video. What are the solutions? Graph them. Okay, we're going to take this inequality and we're going to solve for x. So we say x minus 3, we want to undo that minus 3 with a plus 3. And if we do it to one side, we got to do it to the other side. And now when we simplify it, we say x less than or equal to, that works out to be -9. And now that you have it down to just the variable, you say, okay, we've got an endpoint at this number, -9. So the first thing we need to do is we need to mark values on our number line. Okay, so I'm going to say, what if this was 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going the other way, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And keep going, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. Okay, we have an endpoint at -9. That is right here. Can it include it? Yeah. Does it say or equals? It does. So we fill that in. Okay. And is x greater than that or less than that? Well, x is on the small side. X is less than that. So right there at -9, we have to go less than that. Got it? Okay, what are the solutions? Graph them. So what we're going to do here is we need to solve this by saying q minus 1/2. We got to undo that minus 1/2 with a plus 1/2. And if we do it to that side, we got to do it to that side as well. So then we say q is greater than, and we need to add 1/3 and 1/2. So I'm going to do this over here on the side. Okay, 1/3 plus 1/2. What we need to do is have a common denominator, and the common denominator is 6. So 1/3 is equal to 2/6, and 1/2 is equal to 3/6. Now when we add them, we get 5/6. So this is 5/6. Okay? Now remember, we can pick any scale that we want. So we can say, excuse me, we could say, if this is 0, then this could be 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6, or 1. Okay? Since we're going by 6, that means that each one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each one of these is a 1/6, and we can easily mark 6ths. I'm going to go backwards and I'm going to say -1/6, -2/6, -3/6, -4/6, -5/6, -6/6, or -1. Right there. So where is 5/6? 5/6 is right there. Do we fill it in? We do not fill it in because it doesn't say or equals. And q is all of the values greater than that. So it looks like that. Okay, and just to be clear, I left 6 marks between 0 and 1, so each one of them was a 1/6 of the whole thing. Got it? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we're just going to solve these. We're going to say, if it says y minus 6, we're going to say add 6 on. To both sides. So then we get y is less than or equal to 8. And if I'm putting my marks here, I could say, let's say this was 0. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going the other way, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Just to label them, you can choose to do it how you like. We have an endpoint at 8. That's right here. Do we fill it in? Yeah, it says or equals, so we fill it in. Okay, and y is all the values greater than that or less than that? Well, y is less than or equal to 8. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, what are the solutions? So we're going to say it's b minus 4. Whoops. We need to undo the -4 with a +4, and we got to do it to both sides. Okay, so now when we label our numbers, we can say here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, you don't need something with quite this many marks. I just happen to have a number line that had that many, and I like it because it gives me the ability to label things a little more clearly. But we have an endpoint at 8. That's right here. Okay, do we fill it in? It does not say or equals, so we do not fill it in. And is b greater or less? Well, b is on the wide side of the inequality. That means b is greater. So we're looking for values greater than 8, like that. Done. Keep going. Okay, we got to solve this. We say if this is x plus 7, we need to undo that with a minus 7. We need to do that to both sides. So we say x less than or equal to negative 15. And if we're going to graph this, it certainly makes sense to pick a number that show, or pick a scale on our number line that shows negative 15. So I'm actually going to put negative 15 right in the middle. Negative 15 right there. And then I'll count upwards. Negative 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. That's negative 10. Going up 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, negative 5. And I'll keep counting down. Negative 16, negative 17, negative 18, negative 19, negative 20. Like that. Okay? So then we've got an endpoint at negative 15. Do we fill it in? Yeah, it says or equals, so we fill it in. And do we want numbers greater than that or less than that? Well, x is less than or equal to this, so we're going in this direction, less than. Yep. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Okay, keep going. Okay, so what are the solutions? What's happening to q right now? We need to isolate q. Right now, 1/3 is being added to it, so we need to undo that with a minus 1/3. And of course, we've got to do that to both sides. Okay, so then we've got q is greater than, and we need to actually do this math. 1/3 1/2 minus 1/3. We'll do it over here on the side. Just like adding, there was an earlier problem where we added numbers like this, fractions. We need to have a common denominator. So common denominator is 6, so 1/2 is equal to 3/6 minus 1/3 is equal to 2/6, and 3/6 minus 2/6 is 1/6. So q is greater than 1/6. So we're going to do the same thing we did before, where we're going to label this as 0, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units up, and call that 1, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units down, and call that -1. And that way each jump is a sixth. So going from 0, one jump is a sixth. So this is a sixth, 1/6 right here. Okay? Do we fill it in? It does not say or equal, so we don't fill it in. And q is greater or less than that 1/6? It's greater. So we put all of the numbers on this side of it is the solution. Okay? A couple more and we're all right, what are the solutions? Let's finish this off. We say if it says q plus 1, we need to undo that plus 1 with a -1, just like solving an equation. And we need to do it to both sides. So then we got q is less than or equal to 5. So again, we're labeling our numbers. We'd say, okay, what if this was 0? Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you don't label these, if you don't label anything here, it just simply doesn't make any sense and have no meaning. Okay, so -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. But you also don't need to label every single one, because if I see 5 units between 0 and 5, I know each one is 1. Got it? Okay, so we've got an endpoint at 5. Do we fill it in? Yeah, it says or equals, so we fill it in. And q is greater than or less than? Q is less. It's on the small side of this. That means it's less, so we're going less than just like that. One more. Okay, what are the solutions here? We've got to undo it so it just reads n. And since it's got 4 being added to it, we subtract 4. And we do that to both sides. So we've got n is greater than -5. And now let's label our axes here. Okay, so if we have 0 here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5. Counting in another direction, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Keep going, -1, -2, -3, -4, -10. We've got an endpoint at -5. Do we fill it in? Nope, does not say or equal, so we don't fill it in. Do we go greater than it or less than? Well, n is on the big side, so we're going greater. Just like that. And we are done.